Alright everybody, vinyl in my veins, Brandon, just pumping videos out today. I'm going to try to knock out as many as I can. This is my official entry for Rod, the Happy Hippy Vinyl Guy, his 100 subs contest. Congratulations buddy, that's awesome. Glad to see people are digging what you're doing. I'm digging what you're doing, and just keep on doing it, brother. He had 5 questions that they all revolve around concerts that you've been to, seen. And we'll start off here. The first one, the best concert that you've ever seen. And I was kind of hemming and hawing back and forth between 2, but I think I'm gonna go with Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. I got to see them before she passed away. This was years ago now, but it was kind of when they were starting to probably climb up a little bit, but it was at a music festival and they had a midday slot, so you know, not a ton of people were around really digging it, but we had just gotten there because this was the first day and set up the tents and decided to go walk around and check it out, and they happened to just be coming on as we hit the stage area and captured me instantly. Just that's what I got playing right now, that funk, that soul, just her voice. They put on a great show. It was really mind-blowing, and I think it means a lot to me too because she passed away. I think that's why I ended up picking it, because I won't ever be able to see her again, and I'm just really glad, and we'll always kind of cherish that we got to see them. And it was by chance too. Wasn't expecting. I didn't even know she was playing, so that was really cool. That's my favorite concert that I've ever seen. My most disappointing concert would be another festival situation. It was a DJ, and he was all the rave at the time. Everybody was loving him, and I kind of like EDM music. I'll listen to it here and there, but it was Pretty Lights, and he was the king at the time. You know, everybody was about him, and it blew. It was horrible. You know, a DJ, you're up there pushing buttons, so you got to put on a show. You know, you'd think that you have lights and something to go on, and it just, at live shows, there's just something that catches you sometimes, and it's just you're into it. You're in that moment. It's happening, and even if you don't like the band, when they are grooving and feeling it, it sucks you in, you know. And he didn't have that. It was flat. Nobody was kind of dancing or grooving. It just, I don't know if he was phoning it in at that point because, you know, he was on top of the world, but it was rough. It was bad. I was excited to see him too, with all the hype and everything that I was hearing about him, and it was a letdown. It was a bummer. So, number 3, what band have I traveled the farthest to see? And that is Primus. I drove down, I live in Wisconsin, probably 20 minutes north of Milwaukee, and I drove down to Arkansas in the Ozark Mountains. They had a show, and that's the farthest that I've ever driven to see a show, and I would do it again. It was a great show. And then someone outside of your realm. So a couple years ago, the girl I was dating at the time, she got accepted to go study abroad in Ireland, and she was supposed to go to Summerfest with a group of her friends to go catch a concert. And when it happened that she was going to be gone, they asked me if I'd be interested in going. And not really, I didn't know who they were going to see. I just figured, you know, Summerfest, free concert, let's go to see it. So I went into the amphitheater unaware and rocked out, I must say, to Boyz II Men, NSYNC, and 98 Degrees. So, you know, once I realized what I was going to be watching and what was going to be going on, I looked for another male in the crowd, and I couldn't see another guy out of 10,000 people. So I just, you know, I sat back at that point, kicked in, had a couple of beverages, and just had fun. It was a blast. It was a fun show, you know, it turned out being great, and it's something I'll never forget. But Boys to Men, NSYNC, and 98 Degrees, way out of my genre of music that I listen to. First concert, I don't actually remember it, but I was taken, it's probably 2 years old, to a Boston concert. They were playing, I was born out in Denver, and we lived there until I was about 2 or 3, so when we were living out there, I want to say I was around 2 maybe, my folks took me to a Boston concert that they went to see. And the last one that I went to was actually Trans-Siberian Orchestra this past Christmas. That was my mom's Christmas present. Me and her went down to the new Bucks Arena, the new Bradley Center down in Milwaukee, and saw Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And I had seen them before, so I kind of knew what to expect, but she has been wanting to see them for years, and she was thrilled. She loved it. It was funny. See, I mean, my mom's this little lady. She's kind of quiet and super nice. And we're at this Christmas show that's just like the hair metal version of Santa Claus. It was funny. It was a good time. And to wrap it up here, the bonus question: who have I seen the most? Now, I'm not super proud to say this, but when I first started to go see shows by myself when I was old enough to travel down, I have seen either Blink-182 or Real Big Fish. I'm not sure which one. I've seen both of them at least 9-10 times. But that was, you know, I was younger. I was into them. Not really Real Big Fish. I still like Real Big Fish, I guess. I'm not you know, on the fence about that, but Blink-182 they haven't really grown up along with me. You know, it's nostalgic to think back to, but it's out of those two who I've seen the most, Blink or Real Big Fish. So I don't know if that really takes the bonus question down, but that's my entry, Rod. Congrats on the subs, man. Keep it going, and thanks for putting on the contest. It's awesome. You and Hannah are the first two that I've ever jumped in on, so I'll try to hit my own you know, mark with subs and put one on myself. So have a good one, man. Thanks for the contest, and peace out. Keep doing it.